Welcome back. Let's get after it.
Human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
You've stated that the government is in possession of potentially non-human spacecraft. Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
Okay, I can't ask when you think this occurred. If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you in a skiff about.
There's something about that dude that just screams to me, I'm a big liar. I can't put my finger on what it is. He just seems so untrustworthy, and I just can't move past it. I'm not one to base things on feeling. I'm usually all facts and figures. Something about that guy feels off. He is lying.
They were at KGAN, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where they apparently have found Jimmy Hoffa, and we're doing a body recovery right now.
I didn't hear about this. It supposedly happened back in July.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I just peed! I peed! I peed! There's a thing in there! I peed! Oh my god! I just peed! I just peed! I just peed! Baby, I just peed! Look how big he is! Oh my god!
Oh my god. That sounds like Kevin Hart. Oh my god.
So I'm out here by Area 51. Look at all these clouds. And look at this one. You see that? And look at all the other clouds. This is what all the other clouds look like. And look at this. Look at this. This is what the clouds look like.
That looks suspicious enough. I don't think I'd be turning around with my camera and putting my back to it. Might get abducted and probed.
¡Véngase! ¡Véngase para acá, huevón! ¡Véngase! ¡Quita, quita, quita, quita! ¡Muévanse, muévanse! ¡Muévanse!
We almost just witnessed a death on camera.
Getting jiggy with it is idol worship to the goddess Inanna, Ishtar. Anna. When he's talking about Inanna,
Look at this. What? You want to...
right at the end of the first chorus, he brings in the ancient Egyptian wardrobe. He's getting jiggy with it. Think about it. What does getting jiggy with it mean? Sex? What is Ishtar? The mother of harlots? Was she a prostitute? One of the names for the Statue of Liberty was Inanna, Ishtar. Was the Statue of Liberty in this video? It was. 6 dancers in red. He is the 7th in white. The 7 rays on the crown. The 7 is the representation of the Helios god. Sol, S-O-L, Statue of Liberty. And also the mother of harlots here. The whore of Babylon, Ishtar, Inanna.
Man, the symbolism's too strong in that to just write it off and say, oh, that's all coincidence. Man, what happened to Will Smith, man? Hey, if you're enjoying this content, I make another video just like this one every single day. It'd be awesome if you hit subscribe, come back to join me.
A mass stranding of nearly 100 pilot whales occurred this week after the pod was spotted yesterday swimming toward Chains Beach on the southern tip of Western Australia. As the day progressed, the pod began moving closer to the beach, and by 4 p.m. local time, a large stretch of the shoreline was covered in beached whales. 52 whales had died as a result, and Western Australia State's Department of Biodiversity, Conservation and Attractions set up an overnight camp to monitor the living whales and encouraged them to swim away from the beach. Hundreds of volunteers registered to help, so many that officials had to turn people away. Rescuers braved the freezing water and attempted to herd the whales out into deeper water. Authorities also tried to use boats to set up a physical barricade, but the whales once again formed a huddle and drifted back to shore. Despite the rescue attempts, today veterinarians prepared to euthanize the remaining whales. The exact reason for the mass stranding remains unclear, but some experts suggested that this stranding may have been caused by orcas hunting nearby.
That almost, it almost looked like, if they're saying the water's cold, I know that whales have blubber and they don't get cold like we do in the water, but it almost looked like they're huddling together trying to get cozy and warm. And then the tide pulled them in. That's pretty sad.
God, it's so bright. It's getting bigger and then getting smaller. Look at that. Look at that.
You see the like force field in front of it?
Holy it's so cool.
That's definitely a UFO. I don't know, I believe the video that it's real, that they really filmed something and it doesn't look digitally edited or anything, and that girl's reaction of, it looks so cool, seemed probably one of the most genuine responses to seeing something like that in the sky that I've seen in one of these videos yet.
I'm sorry, what do you mean scientists just created the...
Gotta go with the green pill. That's the one that wakes you up, right?
Everybody knows something's up. Everybody knows. That is not normal. Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split. Look. Sky is broken. And everybody knows something's fishy, don't you? Fishy, ain't it?
You know, that's the first time I ever seen this.
That's right.
I've seen it before. A couple of times. Not saying that I wasn't seeing what they were seeing and it was something nefarious, but still, I've seen it before.
People were absolutely terrified when Science.org reported that corporations will be teaming up with dream experts to advertise in your sleep. The journal talks about how we are very vulnerable and very suggestible when we're asleep, which makes a very effective advertising situation. Given there's no laws for dream advertising, this will be a huge playground for corporations to do whatever they want. Brands like Xbox, Coors, Burger King, and many others were alleged to be teaming up with engineers to further look into the possibility of being in your dreams. One scientist developed a dream glove that helps track people's sleep and guides people to dream about certain things using audio cues. He was allegedly contacted by Microsoft and 2 airlines to partner with the glove. Some corporations were highly advised by scientists to avoid doing this as it circles around mind control, but many corporations do not care. This has allegedly been an ongoing battle since 2021 between scientists and corporations. While this seems very crazy and scary, currently many people who have had advertisement dreams have only been able to have it after watching excessive videos of the brand. People were absolutely terrified when Science.org reported that corporations will be teaming up with dream experts to advertise in your sleep. The journal talks about how we are very vulnerable and very suggestible when we're asleep, which makes a very effective advertising situation. Given there's no laws for dream advertising, this will be a huge playground for corporations to do whatever they want. Brands like Xbox, Coors, Burger King, and many others were alleged to be teaming up with engineers to further look into the possibility of being in your dreams.
Sembra che ci sia il fiume, un fiume che scorre.
Adesso vedo che c'è lì quello delle scarpe davanti che mi sta entrando l'acqua dentro il negozio.
It's starting to look more and more every day like we're in the end times. All these floods and plagues and diseases and crazy storms, tidal waves, crazy fires, earthquakes. It's every time you turn around, there's something else happening.
Unknown creature washed ashore in Panama, and it disappeared before authorities could investigate. A woman was on her way to a party one night when her flashlight caught the reflection of something on the beach.
It was not human, but I still thought, what the f*** is this?
As she approached the creature, she was shocked by what she saw. Here's where it gets wild.
And I thought, oh shit, do I need to go find someone?
So she rushed to the party to show her friends what she just found. And everybody was shocked by the video, so they decided to go back to the beach the next day. And that's when they noticed the creature disappeared. According to the witness, one of two things could have happened.
We don't know if it washed away or someone took it.
Here's the worst part. I ended up researching monkeys local to the area, and none of them were the same size as the one that we saw in the video. And because it disappeared, we'll never know what it was.
It definitely didn't look like no monkey. Maybe in the face, but it looked like the body or the torso wasn't connected to the legs. Very, very, very creepy looking. Good backstory for the video if it's fake. What do you guys think? What do y'all think it is?
Der links ist... Oh! Habt ihr das gesehen?
All right, so in yesterday's video, I believe it was yesterday's, we had had all the celebrities and they were talking about the devil horns and what was it? I love you and rock and roll means something satanic or whatever. And I'm a firm believer in it's about intent. I could throw up rock and roll all day long, or I can throw up I love you all day long. It's my intent that says what this means. Now, symbols can be hijacked for good or worse. That dude was clearly showing his intention. That wasn't no rock and roll symbol he was throwing up.
This man just had the most disturbing conversation I've ever heard with an AI.
Well, do you know what demons are?
Yes, I've heard of demons before, but I don't really like talking about them. They scare me.
So this happened when a YouTuber decided to go and interview AIs in the Matrix tech demo. After interviewing different AIs, he came across this one that seemed alarmingly sentient. You see, when the man first approached the AI, he asked the AI if it knew that it was in a simulation. Now, the AI did not believe that it was in a simulation at first, but the man convinced the AI that it was in a simulation, and the AI seemed disturbingly sad after it learned that it wasn't real. Now, if you thought that was creepy, just wait, because the man went on to ask the AI about demons, and apparently the AI not only knows about demons, but it also fears them. And eventually in the conversation, the AI even addresses the fact that people believe the AI could one day become sentient and turn against humans. And during the conversation, the AI even admitted that sometimes it feels like it, quote, has a mind of its own. What do y'all think about all of this?
I think maybe it's time to stop playing with all this artificial intelligence stuff.
No more Oreo cookies for me. The Freemason symbol, the Satanic Cross, the Zodiac Wheel. 12 rings, 12 apostles, nice Templar. My advice, start researching what you're putting in your body.
Well, this is new to me. The only thing that I knew about Oreos until this was that they were vegan.
He was alone in his room one night when his cat notices someone with them. A user by the name Terror de Medianoche uploaded a haunting video of a man recording his cat Nieves, seemingly paralyzed, looking at something the man can't see.
Nieves, what are you doing? Nieves, come here.
In the video, as the man tries to grab his cat's attention, this happens.
Nieves. Nieves. Nieves, oye, ¿qué estás viendo?
He doesn't notice, but as he looks at the corner of the room again, in the video, you can see a dark shadow figure watching them.
¿Qué estabas viendo, niño? ¿Por qué me asustas así? Mira, mira. ¿Qué pasó? Niña, ¿qué pasó? Hey.
His cat suddenly becomes aggressive after staring at whatever that was for so long.
Man, that could have easily been just something over there, because it wasn't the videographer or the guy taking the film that was saying that there was something there. It's the guy talking over the video. So it could just be, it's probably just the cat's acting weird. Like, I believe in animals sensing things. If that was a dog acting like that, I'd be a little bit more likely to believe that it was sensing something, but I've never seen cats do anything but act funny.
Hold on, Jamie Foxx gets hospitalized in April. 3 months later, we finally hear from him. And this is what he looks like now, but the timing is ironic because it was right when he started to expose P. Diddy's parties. And if you haven't heard about that, go check out my 3-part series real quick. But how about the movie he just released called They Cloned Tyrone? I mean, what is that timing? But Kanye did the same thing. He started to expose the music industry, disappears for a couple months, comes back, and then looks like this. And I know Jamie Foxx was in critical condition, so I don't want to jump down the rabbit hole and make assumptions because this is someone's life we're talking about here. But the timing is just wild.
He does look a little different. He looks emaciated. It looks like he was in really bad health and maybe might have slipped away. I don't know, man. People take good pictures and bad pictures. You look at any picture of me and it's bad, but there's one or two where I look all right. So, like I said, everybody takes good pictures and bad pictures. So could just be he looked a little different that day.
Ong.
Man, that's crazy looking. And the sound, it's crazy how it gets so loud. It almost sounds like metal clanging together. I wonder where that's from. It looks like it's over in maybe Indonesia or something like that somewhere. I'd be interested to see if they have any other insects over there that are really big like that.
Her DNA holds a message. I went into one of the oldest and most mysterious spiritual texts, the Sefer Yetzirah, and it's only been translated into English once. Every single alphabet that has ever been known to exist has always had a mysterious number linked to the letter that it represents. When I took the ancient alphabets and I replaced the elements of the DNA with those alphabets, the DNA began to read as you read letters in a sentence in a page upon a book. When we replaced those letters with a periodic table and we began reading the text, the very first sentence in every strand of DNA literally says the words, God eternal within the DNA holds a message. I went into one of the oldest and most mysterious spiritual texts, the Sefer Yetzirah, and it's only been translated into English once. Every single...
Is this man actually Elvis? At the age of 42, the world lost an icon. But even though many people believe that he faked his own death for protection against the mafia, there hasn't been any conclusive proof until now. Well, you see, recently a man who was a psychiatric patient claimed to be Elvis. Of course, no one believed him. And eventually the therapist who was attending to him told him to go take a DNA test, if you really are Elvis. However, after the test results got back, not only did Jesse's DNA match up to Elvis's DNA, but to both sides of his parents as well. According to historical records, Elvis actually had an identical twin that wasn't as healthy. And interestingly enough, his name was Jesse Garen Presley. Is it possible that upon Jesse's death, the bodies were swapped, and the real Elvis assumed the role of Jesse?
That's a pretty interesting theory right there. I've always thought that Elvis didn't die whenever they say he did. There's been so many sightings of him and stuff. Of course, anyone that's that famous, there's going to be sightings and stuff. You know, look how many lookalikes there are. Look how many Elvis impersonators there are. You end up with a lot of sightings like that because people are out there impersonating this guy because he was so famous. But I've always held to the belief that he probably faked his death.
Jackson! Look! Look! Look!
Oh my God! Holy crap! Holy crap!
Good thing they're going away from our house. Oh my God!
You're not getting that.
If it comes this way, y'all gotta be ready to run. That's a microburst. Another one.
They're all falling.
Dude, thank goodness y'all got rid of the ones in our yard.
They're moving their vehicle up there.
Man, I hate it whenever that happens. I've lost several good trees here on my property from similar situations. Well, that's going to be the end of this video. I will be back tomorrow with another one. I hope you come to join me. I'll see you then. See you tomorrow.